Yesterday we had seen the construction of one line to 8-line demultiplexer. The one line to 8-line demultiplexer is that demultiplexer which having 8 number of the output lines and only one data line, Now we have to see some examples on this. We also seen that the construction of the higher order demultiplexer by using the lower order demultiplexer. Now we have to see first why we are using the demultiplexer for the combinational logic, for the construction of the various logical circuit, for designing the various logic circuit. The same advantages that we had seen for the multiplexer. Once again, we recall it, and here the first advantage is the simplification of logic expression. Simplification of logic expression is not required in the demultiplexer's logical design. It means here, if we are going to design any logical circuit, then we not required to solve the equation to simplify the logical equation. Directly we can construct the logical circuit. Then second one is it minimize the IC package count. It means it minimize the hardware. One more advantage is there, the logic design is simplified. It means here if we construct the logical circuit by using the multiplexer or demultiplexer, then it is very simple for the construction. Now, here we will see some examples how we design the logical circuit by using the demultiplexer. For that, here we consider the demultiplexer once again. That demultiplexer is supposed to be one line to 4-line demultiplexer. We draw here its logical diagram, then we'll see how the output we get. Here, the output are the 4 number of outputs. These outputs are Y0, then Y1, then Y2, and last one is the Y3. One input is there, that input is the data input. And here the select lines are there, that select lines are the two select lines. These two select lines are S0 and the S1. The select lines are S0 and the S1. The outputs are Y0, Y1, Y2, and the Y3. These are the output lines. If the demultiplexer is one line to 8-line, then the outputs are increased. If the outputs are increased, then the select inputs are also increases. Okay. So here, this is one line to 4-line demultiplexer. This demultiplexer also have one extra input. That extra input is what we call it as a strobe input, or we call it as a enable input. So this is the simple symbol or the block symbol which we are using for the demultiplexer. That demultiplexer is one line to 4-line demultiplexer. Now here we have to consider one circuit. That circuit is constructed, that logical circuit is constructed by using demultiplexer. That circuit is we call as a decoder circuit. What we call? We call it as decoder. The decoder, it decodes whatever the binary input is there. If we consider the complete logic system, complete digital system, suppose for that here we consider first the system. That system is supposed to be the calculator. If we are using the calculator, then we see first what happens inside the calculator. If we consider the calculator, then there are two main parts. One is the display and second one is the keyboard. Here the displays are there. The single display is there, but that display is we call as 7-segment display. That display is we call 7-segment display. Now the question comes, The display is why 7 segment display? The answer is here. The 7 number of LEDs. The 7 number of LEDs are there. The 7 number of LEDs are placed in the form of a segment. These LEDs are the segment, means not like the normal LED which we are using. For an example, the normal LED, if we see, then that normal LED looks like this. Here, this is the upper body, and these two are the anode and the cathode of the LED. Okay, but the 7 segment display not uses this LED. Here it is formed like this segment, like a one line. Suppose this is one line and the LED is formed like the line. Okay, so this line is a one LED and it is looks like a segment. So 7 number of segments are there. That display looks like the decimal digit 8. The segments are placed in such a way that when all the segments are glow, then it looks like a decimal digit 8. So here this segment, this display is we called as the 7 segment display. So this is the different matter. We have to see the complete working of the calculator in short, how it works. Now here in calculator, if we divide the whole calculator, then we can divide it in the two parts. First one is we call display, where the all digits we can see. Whatever the calculations we do, for it here we require to apply the input, and for application of the input here we require to press this key. So it is we call as a keyboard. It is we called a keyboard. But here on this keyboard, the decimal digits are there. The 9 number, 8 number, 7 number, and so on. The decimal digits and the symbols are there. So if we press the decimal digit 7, then here inside this calculator, there is a one circuit. That circuit is we call as the encoder circuit. The encoder circuit encodes the decimal input. It encodes the decimal input and convert into the binary input. Means here the input is the decimal. It applied to the encoder, then the encoder produces the output. That output is the coded output. That output may be coded in the binary. That binary is the BCD, binary coded decimal digit. Okay, or that may be any other code. Just we have to consider the encoder is a logical circuit. That logical circuit converts the decimal input, into the coded binary input, or simply we can say it converts into the coded input. Okay, so here if we have to make the process by using the calculator, that process is 7 plus 5. Means here we have to do the addition. What we do first, we press the decimal digit 7. Means actually we are going to press the key which is aligned for the decimal digit 7, is it? So here when we press the 7 is converted into the BCD code, and that code is 0111. Okay, the BCD code is supposed to be 0111. After that, here we press the plus sign, and for plus sign again there is a one code, and that code is inserted, and here the working of the encoder is start. When we press the 7, it goes coded into the 0111. When we press the 5, the code available is 0101. Means the input is converted into the BCD or any other input, depending on what type of calculator we are using, what type of keyboard we are using, and many other things. Okay, now here the process is done. That process is the addition process, or it may be multiplication, or it may be division. Whatever the process is there inside the calculator, here it provides the output, and that output is again in the binary. And if we display the binary output, then no one can understand it. No one can understand it because there are only digits 0 and the ones in the binary. Okay, so this binary again converted into the decimal, but actually it is not the decimal, it is converted into the readable format. So for that here we are using our logic circuit. So a logic circuit which converts the binary input, a logic circuit which converts the binary input into the readable form by human being. That circuit is we call as a decoder. That circuit is we call as a decoder circuit. So when the demultiplexer used without any data input, when the demultiplexer is used without any data input, then that circuit is we call as a decoder circuit. That circuit we use for the decoding, for the conversion of the binary into the decimal format or binary into the readable format. In our syllabus, we have to study BCD to decimal decoder. We have to study the BCD to decimal decoder. Later on, we will study all these encoder and the decoder circuit. For now, we have to consider what is the decoder and how the decoder is used for the conversion. Okay, so here we have to see the example by using the demultiplexer. But in example, one word is mentioned. Implement the following logical equations. Implement the following logical equation using the suitable decoder. So if this meaning of decoder is not known, then it makes us confused. So for that here, first we see the meaning of the decoder. Decoder is nothing but the demultiplexer without data input, means the data input is reduced. Here we see one decoder. That decoder is 3-line to 8-line decoder. Now who knows what is this circuit? This circuit is constructed by using 1-line to 8-line demultiplexer. Here I am going to draw the symbol of 1-line to 8-line demultiplexer. In that, 8 number of output lines are there, and the 8 number of output lines are there, and 3 number of select inputs are there. Okay, so here the output lines are Y0, and here I am going to draw the last one, that is the Y0 and the Y7. Okay, these are the output lines. Here the data line is a single data line. That data line is the data input D, and here we require to obtain the output with the help of, we require to pass the data line towards the output side with the help of the 3 select inputs. Okay, so here we can give the 3 inputs. That 3 inputs are the select input, and inside this, what we write down? We write down 1:8 demultiplexer. Okay, this is the normal symbol. Now, what symbol we use for the 3:8 decoder? For 3:8 decoder, here the data input is absent. The data input is absent, and here at this side we apply the 3 inputs. These inputs are the select inputs. These select inputs, instead of considering it as S0, S1 and S2, it is considered as A, B, C. These are the 3 inputs, and here the 8 outputs. The data line is absent. Whatever the input is there, that input is applied at these lines. These lines are the select lines. The inputs are applied at the select lines, and the output is obtained. So this is we call 3:8 decoder. Okay, the 3:8 decoder can be used for the implementation of the various logical equation that we have to see in this example. But here we write, before we see the example, here we write down the steps. So what are the steps which we have to follow for solving the example? If we remember, we had seen the implementation of logical equation. We had seen the implementation of logical equation by using the multiplexer. Here the similar steps we have to follow, but one change is there. In multiplexer, we use only one equation, and that equation is given by f equals to or y equals to summation of mean term in bracket 1 comma 2 and so on. Okay, function of a b c we can write down like this. The multiplexer equation is function of a comma b comma c, or we can write down it as the function of a b c equals to summation of mean term 1 comma 2, whatever the given. But here we can implement many equations by using a single demultiplexer. Many equations by using single demultiplexer. For that, here we consider one example, then we'll see what is the procedure to convert, to implement the logical equation. Okay, so first is here the function f equals to summation of mean term in bracket 1 comma 3. 1 comma 3. Now here by using this we can consider what type of the demultiplexer we required for the implementation. Here the higher order digit is the 3. Higher order digit is the 3. If we see the symbol of 1 line to 4 line demultiplexer, which is here, the symbol of 1 line to 4 line, here the lines are 0, 1, 2 and 3, means higher order digit is the 3. So we can implement it by using the 1 line to 4 line decoder. Okay, now here we require to use the decoder. That decoder or demultiplexer is 1 line to 4 line decoder. So first we require to draw this symbol. Here is the symbol of that decoder. Okay, now here the data line is there. That data line we not required to use. The data line we don't use. So instead of that, what we use? We use the select input. What we use? We use the select input, and here the select inputs are 2, and that select inputs are A select input and the B select input. Okay. Then next one is here the 4 output lines are there. The 4 output lines are your first line, that is denoted by using the 0 because it is a first line LS bit line. Next line is the 1, then 2, and last one is here 3. We write down here 1, 2 and 3. Okay, then here the strobe input we have to show, and that strobe input is active low strobe input. So what we do with active low strobe input, we connect it to the ground. We connect it to the ground. Okay, so this is the symbol. Now what we require to do here? In example, it is given f equals to summation of mean term 1 comma 3. What its meaning? Its meaning is not 1 and 3 we have to connect to the logic low or logic high. Here just we require to apply the given input at one particular gate for the implementation. We can use the OR gate, or we can use the AND gate for the implementation of the logical equation. Like in multiplexer, what we do in multiplexer, if we have to implement any logical equation, then we implement it by connecting the given lines to the logic 1 level and remaining lines to the logic high level. So here we we connect the given line to the gate here at the output side, and that gate is either the OR gate, or we can use here the NAND gate. Okay, means we require to use the AND gate, or we require to use the OR gate. But if we are using the NAND gate here, we require to use the gate, and that gate is the AND gate, or that gate is the OR gate. Here, the in question, the implementation of the equation is given, but sometimes it is specified implement it by using the OR gate. If not specified, then you are free to draw or to implement it by using either the OR gate or by using the NAND gate. Okay, so first we implement it by using the OR gate here. So here we first draw the symbol of, we first draw the symbol of the demultiplexer which we are using. Here the demultiplexer is decided by using the equation, and in equation it is given by the digits. Means if the higher digit is there, that higher digit is 3, it means it can be implemented by using the one line to the 4-line demultiplexer. Okay, if the number of digits are different, suppose here in example it is given that 2, 4, 6, then what type of demultiplexer we require? We require the demultiplexer, that demultiplexer is 1-line to 8-line demultiplexer. Okay, so depending on the equation, we decide the demultiplexer which we require to use. Okay, now here this symbol we draw, then here we apply the gate, that gate is the OR gate. So here there is a OR gate, and whatever the given lines are there, these given lines we require to connect to the OR gate, and the output of this OR gate is equals to F. Okay, so the given lines are 1, 3. So here I am going to connect the line 1 here, and the third line is here to the OR gate. And this is the implementation of the logical equation. We have to implement the other equation. The equation is supposed to be, the equation is the F equals to summation of mean term, F equals to summation of mean term 0, 2, 0, 2, summation of mean term 0, 2. Then how we implement it? Again, for that here, just we required to draw the symbol. Here the symbol we drawn, and this is the symbol of 1-line to 4-line demultiplexer. 1-line to 4-line demultiplexer. So after this here we have to implement. It means here we have to connect the given input lines. We have to connect the given input lines to the gate. Now to implement this one, we use the NAND gate here. But here there is a one change. What change is there? If we use the OR gate, then we can connect it directly. But when we use the NAND gate, we require to apply the inverted inputs. We require to apply the inputs. These inputs are the inverted inputs. Why we are applying the inverted inputs? For that here, we move towards one old topic, and that topic is the universal logic gates. In universal logic gates, what we had seen? We had seen that the NAND gate and the NOR gate, these two gates are we called as universal building block or universal logic gate. If we are going to construct the OR gate by using the NAND gate, if we are going to construct the OR gate by using NAND gate, then what we do? We draw the bubbled NAND gate. We draw the bubbled NAND gate. And why we draw the bubbled NAND? because the bubble NAND is equivalent to the OR gate, and this is given by using one theorem, and that theorem is we call as De Morgan's theorem. Okay, if we have to see the equivalency, then we can say the OR gate is equivalent to the bubbled NAND gate. Bubbled NAND gate means not the different kind of gate, the simple NAND gate, but that NAND gate is having the inverted inputs. Here we apply the bubbles, and here are the input. If the input is A and B, then the output becomes Y equals to A plus B. So if we have to implement the equation by using the NAND gate, then here we apply the inputs. That inputs are the inverted inputs. So what we do here, just we have to make one small change. Here we apply the bubbled input. We apply the bubble, means here we draw one bubble. Here it is one bubble. Here it is one bubble, and here also one bubble. Now we draw the NAND gate here. That NAND gate is having the output equation. That equation is the F. That equation is the F. Okay. So the inputs we connect, the given inputs we connect to this NAND gate. The given inputs are 0 and 2. So here I am going to connect the first line, and this one, the line which is having the 2 mentioned. Okay. So this is the implementation of the logical equation by using the multiplexer. This is a very simple equation. We have to see the other equations for the implementation by using the decoder or the multiplexer, and we have to see the implementation of the truth table. Truth table is given in examination. The truth table is given. By using that truth table, we have to implement. The equations are given. Equation in the form of A, B, C are given. That we have to implement by using the decoder or demultiplexer. Okay, we see one more example by using the demultiplexer. Okay, so here you write down one example, but before that example, we have to once again follow these steps. The steps which we have followed in the previous example, that steps are: first we draw this symbol. Before drawing the symbol, we consider, we identify what type of the demultiplexer we required. Means like in the multiplexer, again here we require to identify what type of demultiplexer we require to use, and then we draw its truth table. After drawing the truth table, here we implement it. So whatever the given lines are there in example, that may be 0, 1, 2, or that may be 0, 2, or that may be 0, 3, 4, 7, whatever it is, that lines we require to connect to the gate, and that gate is either the OR gate or that may be a NAND gate. If we are using the OR gate, then it can be directly connected, and if we are using the NAND gate, then inverted inputs we require to apply. Okay, the given example is like this. Implement the example, you can write down, implement the logical equations. Implement the logical equations by using the demultiplexer. The equations are like this. Number 1, F1 equals to summation of mean term in bracket 0, 2, 4. In bracket 0, 2, 4. Equation number 2, F2 equals to summation of mean term in bracket 1, 3, 5, 7. The two equations are there. First equation is F1 equals to summation of mean term 0, 2, 4. Second equation is F2 equals to summation of mean term 1, 3, 5, 7. Now, one can think that two equations are there, means we require to use the 2D multiplexer. No, you not need to use the 2D multiplexer. We can implement it by using only one demultiplexer, and that demultiplexer is one line to 8-line demultiplexer. If we call it as a decoder, then we say 3-line to 8-line decoder. But why we are using the 1-line to 8-line decoder? We are using 1-line to 8-line decoder because here the higher order digit is the 7, and here in the 1-line to 8-line decoder there are the lines from Y0 to the Y7, means 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and last one is the 7. From that, for F1, we require to connect 0, 2, 4, and 1, 3, 5, 7 for the second one. Okay, so how we can implement it? Just we require to consider what type of the demultiplexer we have to use. The demultiplexer we require to use, that demultiplexer is the 1-line to 8-line demultiplexer. So first upon we draw the symbol of it, 1-line to 8-line demultiplexer. Then next is, after drawing the symbol, we require to use the given lines. We require to connect the given lines. Here the 3 lines we apply, and these 3 lines are which lines? These lines are A, B, and C. These are the inputs for demultiplexing. Then here at this side we draw the lines. Now we have to decide what type of gate we are using. If we are using the NAND gate, then here we require to apply the bubble. We require to apply here the inverter. So we not show the inverter, just we draw here the bubble if we are implementing by using the NAND gate. Okay, so here this is the line 0, then 1, then 2. Many lines we can draw here if we are using the demultiplexer. That demultiplexer is 16-line demultiplexer. Then we can apply these 16 lines. Now here we have to apply the 7 line, means maximum digit is 7. So therefore here we use only these 7 lines. So here this is 1 line. Then here again the next line. Here this is 1 line. This one is one more line. This is the line. Okay. Then one more line we required here. The first line, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, and last one is there. That line is the 7 number. Okay, that line is the 7 number line. Here is the 7 number. We have to apply the bubbles. Here is the bubble. Here is the bubble. Here we have to apply the bubble. Here one more bubble we have to draw. Okay. Now what we have to do after this? After this, here we have to connect the given input lines as an input of the NAND gate. Here we have to apply the NAND gate. So NAND gate is here. We have to draw the NAND gate. Here it is the NAND gate. For the F1, for the F1, we connect here 0 line, then the second line, and the fourth line to the first NAND gate. Then one more NAND gate we require to use. That NAND gate is having the output. That output is the F2. Here it is F1. Second line means here the first line we are going to connect to the second gate. Then the third input, third line, we are going to connect to the second gate. The 5 number we are going to connect to the second gate. And the 7 number we are going to connect to the second gate. Okay, so this is the implementation of the given logical equation by using the demultiplexer. Don't forget to write down here the strobe input G/E. Okay, so next time we will see how we can implement the given equations, given truth table, and the give one equation in the form of ABCD by using the decoder. Okay.